we Hey there, YouTube. This is take number 85. God damn. Shit. Son of Hey there, YouTube. Lord Nikon coming back at you with another video. This time, what we're going to do is just recording. Just how do you record your desktop? How do you record your gameplay? How do you, maybe record a section of your screen, which we're going to have to talk about a little bit. But, if you're going to like this video or you like the stuff you've been seeing, chuck a like on it. Subscribe. Why not? What do you got to lose? Nothing. Hit that bell notification icon. Follow me on Twitter. I'll do all the internet-y things. And then let's get into it. Alright, so first thing we got to do is obviously we got to open up our AMD software. Right click, AMD's Radeon, boop boop, we're there. Alright, and then we're going to go over to the settings. And then we're going to hop over to general settings. And then media. So the very first one here, media save location. So this is where it's going to save all our recordings. So just go ahead and click that. Set it to where you want, and then boop, it's where it's going to do it. It's where it's going to do it. It's where it's going to record it and save it. So now, instant replay, instant GIF, in-game replay. If you want to use these, only turn them on when you're getting ready to use them. Because if you turn them on and leave them on, it's going to, like my GPU was running like 20% load with nothing going on. Just because those were turned on, because they're constantly, recording. It's like a live recording or whatever. So, or rolling recording. So you don't want to leave those on. Audio capture device, obviously for your microphone, and video if you're going to add a camera into your recording. Now let's go down to the actual recording section where we need to have a little discussion. So you want record desktop on. You want borderless region capture on, maybe. Recording profile, we're going to create a custom one. So my screen is 1920 by 1080. Set this to whatever your screen resolution is. Recording FPS, you can set it to 60 or 30. 60 is better, a little bit better quality. And if you have a little bit faster machine, SSDs, Ryzen 3000 series or something, you could probably get away with 60 FPS. Video, if not, just turn it down. Video encoding type, we're going to go HEVC always. It's a little bit better quality than AVC. Video bit rate. So here we need to have a small discussion first. So I did this little Google search here and found that hard drives run about 100 megabytes per second transfer speed, bandwidth speed, where SSDs have basically 5 times that speed. So video bit rate, where you're going to set this depends on how your system is set up. Do you have a computer with just a single hard drive, like actual hard drive? Then you're probably going to need to turn this down. Does your system use a hard drive as storage and an SSD to boot like mine does? Then you can probably max this out. Do you boot from a hard drive and have a secondary storage hard drive? You might still be able to max it out. So you're just going to have to play around with it, and it's dependent completely on your system. If you have a newer system and it's all SSD, you likely can get away with just maxing it out anyway. If you've got an older system or a slower, CPU and GPU, you may need to back that down a bit. Audio bit rate, we can max this out no problemo, no matter what machine you got, basically. Audio channels, we're going to leave that to automatic. Separate microphone track. I don't really know the use case that you could use that for, but what's going to happen is it's going to record the screen capture and everything, and then the microphone, it's going to record in its own audio file, and I believe it saves it as a .m4a. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't really see a point for that, but if you need that, you can do that. Record microphone, obviously, if you have it. Your level, push to talk, seems silly, but you can do that. And an audio boost, we're not going to let the drivers muck with our audio at all. It's going to be fine just the way it is. Leave that off, right? Now we have all our general settings set up. Now let's hop over to hotkeys. So if you remember from our streaming the streaming video I did on how to stream with this software, card here and probably link in the description. We set up these scenes. Well, they're going to come into play again, but first let's go down here. If you're using those instant replay, screenshot, instant GIF, you can use these hotkeys, which to actually save one. But more importantly, here's our recording hotkeys. So to toggle recording on and off, you can just hit Control-Shift-E, or I use Stream Deck or what have you, or you can use the AMD Link mobile app, which is actually very convenient for this. You connect it to your computer, go to the streaming tab on the mobile app, and you can see a big record button right there. Toggle your camera on and off, and toggle region recording, which we'll talk about in a minute. So what is important to know here is that when you are recording, it is going to use the scene that you're on in this software for streaming. It doesn't tell you that anywhere, but that's what it does. So if we hop on over to this streaming tab now, and you see I have region selected because I was playing around with some region recording, or full screen. Make sure record desktop and your camera and all that stuff's here. But here is where you would select the scene, or you can use hotkeys to select it. But here's what I want you to know. So if you hit scene 1, you go to scene editor and you go to scene 1, right? I have the camera chat overlay and my camera border all turned off so that it would just grab the desktop. If you turn these on though, it's going to record those in your recording as well. So if you want that, great. If you don't want that, just make sure you turn it off or create a new scene, to your liking. Let's talk about region recording for a minute. So the first time I did a recording, I got this, which was just some glitched out camera of me. And I was like, okay, so it's using the scenes from the streaming part to record. So I turned off the camera and everything, and then I got this, which is just a black screen. And I'm like, well, what the heck is going on here? So I was trying to capture a region, and I was selecting the region I wanted. And then I finally, after ticking all the boxes, making sure I had region selected everywhere, and hit region recording, I finally got it to do this, which is record the task manager window. And if you look at it, you're like, okay, great, it's recording the task manager. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, what are those black bars on the sides? If it's just supposed to record that window, why is it recording still in 16:9 when that window clearly isn't? So then I found this, which is the properties of that video file. It's recording in 1920 by 1080, which is still the full screen. So it's just kind of like zooming in or blowing up the region you're selecting. And if you actually looked at that video, it was kind of a little weird looking, like grainy and stuff, wasn't sharp. So region recording is a little broken, and maybe if you have a use case for it, you can use it, but I don't know. Oh, now we're recording. So it looks like CPU jumped up from 6% to 12%. It's not a big bump at all for recording desktop and audio. GPU encode went to 23%, which is not bad at all. And this is basically maxed out recording settings using AMD Adrenaline Software. So pretty cool. And using AMD the AMD Link mobile app to start and stop recording. So let's go ahead and wrap up this video, shall we? It's pretty basic, pretty simple. Recording with the AMD software, it works very well. I didn't have any issues really, other than the region, recording, but just recording desktop, not a problem. So if you like this video, just smash the like button, and why not subscribe? Go ahead. What's it hurting? It ain't gonna hurt you. Just subscribe. Do it now. And then if you're on Twitter, you can follow me there. If Twitter's your thing, if you're a tweeter. And actually the Discord, growing Discord. We've had some new members join from the YouTube community with some questions and some help as well. So link for that is down below as well. And don't forget that I stream Monday and Wednesday on Twitch now. Every Friday now here on YouTube for all you YouTube-y people. So 6 p.m. on YouTube Friday, Monday and Wednesday, 6 p.m. on Twitch. Links for all that stuff is down below. And until next time, you guys stay cool.